Well, hello everyone. Second game of the season 2022, and here we are out wandering around the boundaries once again. Today we're at Chudleigh. So Chudleigh play in the B division and the F division. Chagford's first 11 today are attending at Chudleigh to play the Chudleigh second 11, who play in the F division, having secured promotion at the end of last year. So they're very pleased. I understand from one of their players that they've been unbeaten since May of last year, which is something of an achievement, I would have to say. So we're going to have to try and put a stop to that today, and we'll see how all that goes. But quick word or two about Chudleigh's ground. Very hard to find the history of the ground, to be perfectly truthful with you. It's from what I can research, there's been a ground here, and they've played cricket at Chudleigh since at least 1936. So before 1936 there have been cricket going on here, and I found that from a Chudleigh versus Sou'westers cricket game that went on there, where Chudleigh beat the Sou'westers, and I think we can safely assume that Chudleigh's cricket ground didn't just sprout up out of the ground on that day, so something must have been going on before then as well. So there we are. So I'll pan back round in a minute and we'll show you the pitch and a little vista of the clubhouse and so on. And we'll have a little look and see the rest of it. But you can see the edge of the pitch here. There's walking areas where people can walk through. That's a public walking area there where people walk their dogs and maybe go running and things of this kind. Dogs aren't permitted on this pitch for very obvious reasons. So all is well in that respect. And as you can see as we pan around, let's have a quick look around here. The ground is pretty flat. I've stood, I would suspect, about 8 inches to a foot higher on this side of the ground than I am or would be on the other side, but it's pretty flat. It'll be quite quick in the outfield, although I suspect the pitch, because this is quite low-lying, will be relatively slow. But then I think Chudleigh's ground is, on the whole, relatively slow. I can be hopefully not flamed if I'm wrong. We'll see what happens there, eh? But as you can see away in the distance there, some of the Chudleigh players are on the catching cradle. I don't know if any of you have seen a catching cradle. Some of you will have. It's used for slip catching practice for people. Introduces a little competition into things and so on. So that's all good. And you can also make out in the distance as well the grounds covers, which I think are fairly new for Chudleigh. I think they used plastic sheeting in years gone by, so that's quite an improvement. And away to the right here you can see the Chudleigh score box, which is in good order and still used. So here we go. I'll just leave the camera trained in that general direction there so that we can have a little wander around. Oh, hopefully that's remaining level. That's my hope, that it remains level. So there have been some changes from last year to this year. We've lost a few players who have gone to other teams. Our captain of the first 11, Jake, has gone off to Sanford to play in the B division, and we wish him very good luck at that. He was a very good player, developed very significantly across his years at Chagford, was an excellent outswing bowler, medium fast, and he'll do very well at Sanford, and significantly developed his batting as well, scoring hundreds and 90s and so on and so forth on a regular basis. We lost another player, Harry Mount, who's now gone across to another club, I think Bovey Tracy, but don't quote me on that. And again, we wish him luck. As I've often said, if you have really good players in your F or E division sides, you've probably only got them on loan if they're young, because they will grow and they will develop and they will get better. If they're bowlers, they'll get quicker and so on, and they will want to test themselves at a higher level. And we should applaud that. We should be clear on the fact that everybody wants to develop, and that's a good thing. So we wish them luck, and one or two other players have migrated to other teams, so we're fielding a slightly different team this year than we did last year, but there's a few old familiar faces. Operative on the word old is where I am concerned, and we'll all go out and do our best and see what we can achieve from a point of view of possibly winning this game, but certainly acquitting ourselves with honour, shall we say. So there we are. So looking forward to this year. I think we'll see some new grounds because there will be promoted sides like Chudleigh, for example, and some familiar old friends as well. I'll probably do a video at Tavistock and so on if I'm allowed, and that'll be nice to see again. So here we go. There's some training going on here. I'll move slightly away from that. So they're doing some fielding training, picking up the ball and so on. We should be doing that in a short while, and I'll move around behind these guys here. I think the toss hasn't been taken yet, and that will be fairly shortly done, and so we'll know then whether we're batting first or second, and we can get our heads together for this. So you can hear in the background there lots of encouragement and lots of words of encouragement to the players, trying to field the ball as well as possible, and then throw it into the wicket keeper who'll do his job. So out the ball goes along the ground there. Oh, there we go. Made sure of it and then threw it in. There we go. And the keeper takes it. So there we go. Let's just move back and quickly watch a little bit of this. There we go, and in it goes. What a good piece of work there then. Yeah, very good that. Very athletic. And Rahul here we are, look, doing his round the pitch. Excellent to see that. Good to see him again. And one or two of our players on the pitch there just taking the air and looking at what's going on. And so that concludes my little foray around the boundary for this week. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it for me to do this again. I might look to do some different and interesting things in the near future, which should give another, shall we say, angle on all of this. But in the meantime, we go on to our preparations to look to try and win the game today if we can. And I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.